when this NCAP activities, that is National Clean Air Programs, activity started, we were also wondering, how do we go about the awareness program? Like, we just go to the villages, create awareness, but we are not technical people, and we needed partners. That is why we partnered with Zub Zub India, and I am so happy and relieved to say that you didn't let us down, and you did really great, even more than what we expected. So everything was planned. Means in the month of May 2023, we will have a round of trainings. Then the activities will start with World Environment Day on 5th June 2023, and it will end with International Clean Air Day, that is 7th September 2023. And everything went well by God's grace and all of your support. If it was just Zub Zub or us or KMC or Smart City, this wouldn't have been successful. And what a day to end also. We just heard some lectures and information regarding the clean air, mission life, solid waste management from the Pollution Control Board as well. So thank you very much for taking your time out and coming here. So when we talk about the International Clean Air, you know why our sky is blue? Because the theme is International Clean Air Day for Blue Skies, right? So it's an interesting scientific phenomenon actually. Why our sky is blue? Because we get the light from where? Sun, right? We are part of a solar system and the sun gives us light. And the sunlight has 7 colors, you know that, right? Pipgeo, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. The students you must have learned in your classrooms. And these colors on the first side, that is violet, indigo, blue, these are low wavelength colors. So when these colors have to travel to us, most of them, with their low wavelength, they will not be able to travel. So most part will get dispersed in the atmosphere. In fact, it's dissipated in the atmosphere. That is why we see the sky as blue. And early mornings and evenings, when the sun is far away in the horizon, these lights will have to travel a longer way to reach us. So that time, mostly all of the colors like violet, indigo, blue gets dispersed, and we see only the high wavelength colors, that is orange, yellow and red. That is why the early morning and evening skies on the horizon you see orange light, red light. So these are very beautiful things, okay? So there is science behind it. But if I go to Delhi or any other metro, maybe within the country, in the months of September, October or November, I'll not even dare to look at the sky in the hope that I will see a blue sky, because I'll not. It's all polluted. You just saw the AQI, Air Quality Index, explained by the Pollution Control Board officials, and Kohima is relatively low. That doesn't mean that we are all perfect, we can just stop everything and we can go to our lives. We don't have big industries, but if the situation goes like this, if the vehicles keep on increasing, if we keep polluting our environment, this is going to change. That is why we need your help. Earlier, the chairman New Market rightly pointed out, he felt sad seeing the young people cleaning the waste of everyone where everyone else was relaxing. That's actually true. It doesn't mean that only the students have to go and clean your surroundings and all of us will keep polluting again and in the hope that they'll come again and clean. That's not going to happen. They are showing us a model, the young lot, the boys and girls of all these 22 schools. They are showing us a model, like how to live your life, and we have to learn from them. Once in a while, it's good to learn from the younger generation as well. Forgetting all our ego, all our maturity aside, it's good to learn from the younger generation. And you have done a wonderful work, students, so you pat on your shoulders. But this campaign doesn't end here. If it ends here, as our chairman rightly said, we'll call you again to clean the surroundings. It has to be part of your daily life. You know how it will be part of your daily life. Maybe you're walking to schools. Maybe you're going by a vehicle to school. If you're walking to school, sometimes the day is very hot. You buy something to drink, you buy an ORS, you buy a fruity, and if you are fond of exercising, you buy a power or you buy a, like whatever energy drink, Red Bull or something. You drink it, and on the way you see an nala, you throw it. This doesn't work in that way. What you should do, if you take something, if you can dispose then and there in the dustbin, that is fine. If you are not, if you are taking it with you, drink it, keep the trash in your bag. If you are going to school, dispose it off in the dustbin in the school. And if you are coming back from the school, dispose it off properly in your houses. And you have to show the example. I've seen the cars in Kohima going, and suddenly the glass will come down and someone will be throwing a fruity can, someone will be throwing a paper, someone will be throwing a lace packet. Or someone just, the driver side opening the door and one head slowly going down and spitting and coming back. This doesn't look good, whether the person who is traveling in a Fortuner or an Alto. In either ways, it doesn't look good. So this is a message you have to practice in your daily life. We talked about single-use plastic. If you are having a program in your school, make sure you are not getting the small plastic water bottles, but instead you tell your teachers, ma'am or sir, let us get this water dispenser, let us get the paper cups, and let us use it in the environment-friendly way. So these are the small things. You know what we think on a regular day. If I just trash one packet of Lay's or one Red Bull bottle, it's just one, what will happen? But you know, small droplets make a bigger ocean. So if all of you start thinking the same way, this will end up in a massive pollution in our Kohima town, and don't let it happen. And some speaker rightly mentioned about the increasing traffic in Kohima town. That is also contributing to the air pollution. If I am staying alone, if I am just staying with just one person also, I need a car. That is my status symbol. I need a car. And even if I have to just go to a shop 500 meters away, I need to take my car, whether I get a parking or not. I have to take my car. I have to show that I have a car. Then get it, come back. This is contributing to the traffic. Smaller distance, dear students, you show as an example, walk. It's good for your health. It's good for everyone. And when you grow up, when you go to your college, when you get a job, there will be pressure on you to get what? To get a car and show that you have earned a good job, you have earned 10 lakh per annum job and you can afford a car. You don't need a car when you're alone, right? You can easily go in a bike. You can get a scooty, you can get an Activa, you can get a small scooter. I won't ask all of you to ride a bicycle in the Kohima town because it's a hilly area. Let's be very practical. But you can get a bike. My parents were school teachers, primary school teachers. So I think the biggest setback in Nagaland, maybe in Kohima, is the absence of a middle class. In Kerala, we used to have a lot of middle class families who will not be having any car, but they'll be running with a bike. They'll be having their families till they get financially stable and bigger family, they will survive with a bike. And here everyone go for a car, not a bike. So we are two sons, I am the youngest, and we got our first car in the year 2009 when I was in college third year. So I'm not asking you to do the same thing. If there are many members in your family, if you need to get a car, but it's fine. But you don't need to take a car everywhere, like 100 meters, 200 meters, you don't need to take the car. So these are the real life examples what you can do. And this awareness program which has happened for the last 3-4 months, this is just a basic education for you to how to live your life and how to encourage others to live the life. And I'm sure all these students from 22 schools, and you are taking an absolutely incredible effort to go to the families, even in the remotest colonies and houses, and trying to create awareness. And it was a treat to watch your video. Maybe you faced rejection, but it's fine. You can't expect everyone all 100% of the people to come and cheer for you on the first day. It will not happen in that way, right? You will get rejection, you will face rejection, you will face a lot of obstacles. But the perseverance that matters, you have to just keep pushing, keep talking. If talking once they are not understanding, keep talking 5 times, 10 times, talk to people, meet people. So today or tomorrow their attitude will change. You're shown by example. Maybe from tomorrow onwards, District Administration will not be with you, KMC will not be with you, Zub Zub will not be with you. You're on your own, right? But you have neighborhood, you have families whom you can motivate. Keep doing that. Keep talking to your village, ward, colony chairman, president. Encourage them, share ideas, come up with solutions. You don't need money for everything. You don't need money to talk to people. It needs heart and it needs some good effort. It needs perseverance. You know what perseverance means, no? Perseverance is something which Mahatma Gandhi has shown us during the India struggle for independence, that you don't stop till you achieve what you want. That is called perseverance. So do that. Finally, all to the colony chairman and GPs and everyone. अपनी गांधी विषय मंत्री की ना अंगला बच्चा गांधी support करिशे. अरु करे तो किवी. Maybe इनका program तो अरु ना करे कोई तो साल तो. But इतो तो day to day affair ऐसे. अमगाला colony दे मनुगान के इतु litter ना पिलाबी कोई ना strictly को बोल लगे. अपनी गांधी निजो वाला colony सफा तकले कोहिमा town भी सफा तकले. And hearty congratulations, and we are grateful to even Zub Zub India for giving us this opportunity to collaborate with you, and it's been a wonderful experience, and all the other partners like Smart City, KMC, it's been wonderful, and I sincerely hope that this journey doesn't end here, it's just a beginning. Thank you everyone, have a good day.
It is estimated that over 99% of today's world population is exposed to polluted air. And every year, 6.7 billion deaths are associated or related to polluted air. Air pollution is the single greatest environmental risk or threat to human health, and one of the main avoidable causes of death or disease globally. So today, the battle against air pollution has become crucial and indispensable. Throughout the world, the scientists and environmentalists have engaged their resources to find out ways and means to control air pollution. As such, the National Clean Air Program has formed out national level strategy for reducing the levels of air pollution at both the regional and urban scales. The National Clean Air Program aims to ensure stringent implementation of mitigation measures for prevention, control, and abatement of air pollution, and create public awareness and capacity building measures encompassing data dissemination and public outreach program for inclusive public participations and for ensuring trained manpower and infrastructures on air pollution. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to impress upon every citizen of Kohima that we have a great role to save our Mother Earth. Therefore, we must strive to become responsible citizens, which is the foundation of smart living. We need to take care of our city by implementing proper waste management system, conserving water and energy, keeping our city green, fresh, healthy, and beautiful by planting more trees and more flowers. Today I call upon all the citizens of Kohima city to be mindful of how our action can affect our surroundings, our environments. This might appear to be small, but when we do it together, it adds up to create a cleaner, healthier, and beautiful city. Today, the advancement of technology has enveloped every aspect of our life. Therefore, we need to keep ourselves updated with the latest technological development to keep pace with the rest of the world. In a small but smart city like Kohima, we have access to amazing technology and tools such as mobile apps to find out the nearest bus stations or taxi stands, to pay out our bills, and even to report problems and incidents to the city authorities. Application of these smart tools save our time and help our city run more effectively and efficiently. Active participation of community initiative is the need of the day. Irrespective of ages, I wish to encourage all the citizens to actively involve in community initiatives such as city planning and safeguarding city properties, helping the government with constructive feedbacks and ideas. As we celebrate International Clean Air Program, let us all love our Kohima city as we love our own homes. Today in Nagaland, we have reports of many health issues and diseases which were unknown during the last decades. And I feel that most of these health issues are occurring due to our food habits and lifestyle. These health issues are also shortening our lifespan. And I wish to encourage every one of this Kohima citizen to be vigilant about what we consume and about what activities we do in our daily life. A healthier lifestyle and eating a nutritious diet will increase our life expectancy. Therefore, eat right, eat smart, and live a happy, long life. Dear citizens, we need to open to changes and innovations. As our city evolves, we must be willing to adapt new ideas, technologies, and embrace eco-friendly practices, some of which may be smart traffic regulations, use of smart apps, smart waste management, and greener city. All these initiatives not only benefit us, but also ensure Kohima city continue to be a wonderful, pleasant city to live for generations to come. Smart living is a trend encompassing advancements that give people opportunity to benefit from new ways of living. It involves original and innovative solutions aimed at living life more efficient, controllable, economical, productive, integrated, and sustainable. It means developing intelligent systems that will change the future of everyday life. In conclusion, smart living is all about responsible and embracing changes. I call upon all the citizens to support Kohima Smart City Development Limited in making Kohima a livable and clean city. Let us all pledge to be smart citizens and work together to make Kohima a shining example of smart city. Thank you.
A brief representation of the sources of air pollution. So how clean is the ambient air of quality of your city? How clean do you think Kohima is? Do you think you're breathing in clean air? Yes? No? Some are nodding their heads no. So under the National Air Monitoring Program, Nagaland Pollution Control Board has also been monitoring air quality in the cities of Dimapur and Kohima for the past 10 years. And in, next slide please, we have 11 manual monitoring stations, 7 in Dimapur and 4 stations in Kohima, and 1 CAAQMS station, which is the Continuous Ambient Air Quality Monitoring Station, which you can see the display board in PWD Junction, if you are aware, which runs continuously, and the categories of these stations are based on residential and commercial in our state. Next slide, please. So this is the instrument that we use to monitor the air quality in your cities. So this machine is called a respirable dust sampler. Can you go back to the previous slide? Yes. So this machine acts like a human body, and the top part of it you can see there's a yellow colored portion. That's where the air is being sucked into the machine, and on top of the machine there is a green colored cover. You open the cover, next slide, and you place these filter papers, which are A4 size papers, plain white papers, and then we monitor it for 24 hours, Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays, sorry. So these are being monitored, 3 filter papers, 24 hours are being changed every 8 hours. So it starts from 6 a.m. in the morning, and then it goes on till the next day 6 a.m. So in this way we understand the kind of air quality that we're breathing in. You can see on the top left corner, you can see that it's a little lighter color, but you can also see that the filter paper gets as black as that, okay? So you're breathing in technically this particulate matter into our body. Next slide. So, sorry, I think the presentation is not compatible with the laptop here, but I would like you to focus on the corner, data on the corner. So this is the annual average data of Dimapur city, and you can see that it has only increased from 79 to 97. So can you see the red color line? So the graph should go below that. So that is the permissible limit. It should be 60 microgram per cubic meter, right? So annual should be below that, but we can see in the case of Dimapur that it has only been increasing. Next slide. In the case of Kohima, it has relatively improved since 2019. Because as you can see on the corner of the slide, you can see that it has gone on from 91 to 72 annual average data concentration level. And this, we believe that one of the major contributor of air pollution was dust from bad road. So we believe that through various development activities, especially from the smart city, roads are much better these days. Colony locality roads are much better these days. So we believe that it is because of that the concentration level has gone down. Next slide. So after collecting the data, what do we do? So under the National Clean Air Program, we've all heard about it, and I don't need to emphasize on it more because this is something that even Zub Zub India has been advocating it through the District Administration in KMC. The center aims to reduce air pollution, the particulate matter by 40%, okay? So under the NCAP, we know that Kohima and Dimapur fall under the non-attainment cities, which means these cities do not meet the standards. Okay, so these two cities are where we are currently monitoring. Next slide.
So Mission Life was introduced by our Prime Minister at COP26 in Glasgow on 1st November 2021, and those who practice such a lifestyle will be known as pro-planet people. Next slide. Mission Life is designed with the objective to mobilize at least 1 billion Indians and other global citizens to take individual and collective actions for protecting and conserving the environment from the period 2022 to 28. Next slide. India aims to become environmentally friendly by 2028 in at least 80% of all villages and urban local bodies. Next slide. We have 3 core visions of Mission Life. The first phase will be change in demand, second phase, change in supply, and the third phase, change in policy. Next slide. But for the year 2020 to 2023, Mission Life will focus on phase 1, that is change in demand. And in view of Mission Life being launched on the 75th year of India's independence, we have a comprehensive list of 75 action points under 7 themes. This morning, I won't be mentioning all the 75 points, but I'll be mentioning a few which we can adopt. So we have the 7 themes. The first is saving energy, second, saving water, third, how we can say no to single-use plastic, fourth, adopting sustainable food system, reducing waste, reducing e-waste, and adopting healthy lifestyle. Next slide. Next slide. So the first category is energy conservation. Simple as switching to use LED bulbs and tube lights in helping conserving our energy. Second slide. Kohima being a place where you can easily get access to public transportation instead of taking your individual cars to events, because we know the more cars that flies on the road, we are contributing more to the air pollution. So we can always do a carpool or use public transport whenever possible. Next slide. Walking or cycling is a good form of exercise. So please walk around or use a bicycle whenever possible. Keeping your appliances at energy saving mode. Next slide. These slides may be simple, but saving environment, we don't need a rocket science. Maybe for waste management, we need technologies and machineries, but in simple ways, we can save our environment. Previous slide, please. Switching off appliances from plug points when not in use. Please make sure that, after you charge your laptops, your phones, make sure that you switch off your plugs and you unplug your chargers also. Next slide. I think I don't have to say much about conserving water in Kohima, being a place of water scarcity, but simple as creating rainwater harvesting. It doesn't have to be a big infrastructures. You can just, during rainy season, you can store your waters in tanks, and you can use the saved water during dry seasons. Next slide. Reusing water from washed vegetables to water plants and other purposes. Instead of just throwing your water after washing your vegetables or rice, you can use it to plants your kitchen gardens because it acts as a good nutrients. Using bucket instead of hose pipes to water plants or clean floors or vehicles. Fixing leaks in flushers or taps and water pipes. If you have unfixed pipes, you know that if you leave a bucket under that unfixed pipes, at the end of the day it's already full, and every drop of water counts and it's valuable. Next slide. Single-use plastic. Center has vision to phase out single-use plastic, and these are the certain items that has been banned. Next slide. Always opting for cloth bag instead of plastic bags for shopping, but make sure that when you go for grocery shopping, you carry your cloth bag and you're not asking the shopkeepers for plastic to stuff it inside your carry bag again. Next slide. Students who are present here, please, instead of opting for fancy water bottles or tiffins, please use steel or recyclable lunch boxes because it is more durable. Carry your own water bottle whenever possible instead of buying packaged water bottles. Participate in mobilized participation for cleanup drive like my colleague mentioned. Please make sure that after the social work you have conducted, please make sure that you're segregating your waste and you're not burning your waste. Using eco-friendly alternatives during gatherings and events.
So, solid waste scenario of Nagaland is there are 39 ULBs. Out of that, 3 are municipal, that is Kohima, Dimapur, and Mokchum, and 36 town council. So, Nagaland is the urban local bodies are generating around 300 to 350 tons per day of waste. And out of that, we have only one scientific landfill site at Kohima Leri, but I think it is now not functioning well. So the rest of the ULB, some have material recovery facility, but some doesn't have any, even the dumping site also. Some doesn't have proper dumping site. So that is a scenario. So, and the same rule also covers not only the ULBs but the villages, the rural areas. So in most of the villages, we don't have a proper collection system and no records of waste generation. Next slide, please. So I just want to cover these duties of waste generator, responsibilities of Deputy Commissioner, and some responsibilities. So first of all, duties of waste generator. That is all of us. Every waste generator shall segregate and store. And waste should be segregated at the source of generation and stored properly before transporting. So like sanitary waste, napkins, we should wrap it nicely, securely, in order to prevent contamination of other waste. And thirdly, store separately construction and demolition waste. This is a separate waste, but at the point of generation, these bricks, mortars, everything should be stored separately. And next one is store horticulture and garden waste separately at the premises. Next, please. Next one is we should not burn or bury any kind of waste in our premises or in the drains. That's contribute air pollution, which we have already heard about that. And all the waste generation shall pay user fees for solid waste management, which we are paid to ward or KMC. And next one is no person shall organize event or gathering of more than 100 persons without proper license. That means we have to obtain permission from the local authority. Next, every street vendor shall keep suitable containers, that is for blue bin and green bin for segregation and collection of waste. Next is every resident welfare and market association shall ensure segregation of waste at the source, which is very important. If waste are mixed at the source, then it's very difficult to segregate at the end point. All the hotels and restaurants shall ensure segregation of waste at the source as per the rule. Next, please. Duties of Deputy Commissioner responsibilities are like to facilitate identification and allocation of suitable land for waste processing and landfill site. And the second one is to review the performance of the local bodies at least once in a quarter. That is for segregation, collection, treatment, and so on. Some duties and responsibilities of local authorities, those present out here, the village, panchayat, and the wards, to prepare a solid waste management plan as per the solid waste management rule. And secondly, to arrange door-to-door collection, which is very important because if we don't go for door-to-door collection, most people, they used to throw outside, they used to throw the waste in the drains and so on. And thirdly, establish a system to recognize organization of waste pickers or informal waste collector, and frame a bylaw incorporating the provision of this rule. Next, prescribe from time to time user fee team appropriate. That means only then the authorities will be able to work properly. So this public should contribute the fees prescribed by the authority. Direct waste generator should not litter or bury waste in the drains. Set up material recovery facilities or secondary storage facilities with sufficient space. Establish waste deposition center for domestic and hazardous waste. Direct street sweepers not to burn leaves. That means in different localities, street sweepers should be directed not to burn the waste, and especially leaves. Provide training on solid waste management to waste pickers and waste collectors. Collect separately waste from sweeping of streets, lanes, and pylons daily or on alternate days or twice a week. Transport segregated biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste to the processing facilities. Involve communities in waste management and promote home composting, biogas generation, decentralized processing of waste at community level. The authority should phase out the use of chemical fertilizers. Incentive may be provided to recycling initiative by the informal waste recycling sectors. Frame bylaws and prescribe criteria for levying of spot fines. Create public awareness through information, education, and communication campaign, and educate